This is Mellissa Thomas for Florida National News, coming to you from downtown Orlando, right across the street from Camping World Stadium. We're here at Ebony Nutrition Consultants. Will be the site where there will be a business roundtable discussion that will be hosted by Lift Orlando in conjunction with the City of Orlando and JPMorgan Chase, who will be announcing another $200,000 grant as part of their cohort and business accelerator program.
So the idea is that we made a grant previously, wanted to double that with another $200,000. We believe in this neighborhood. We believe in what Lyft is doing, and we're so convinced that the sustainable way for the long term for this area to develop and grow like Lyft dreams of is for there to be viable businesses. And in order to be viable businesses, we felt like a business association, the Westlake Business District, was an essential component that would allow the businesses in the neighborhood to come together, to network, market, share ideas, and grow business. Just the same way that it's done everywhere, but bringing those principles here and pulling them together. So this grant will allow for this association to get off the ground and running and bring these businesses together to share marketing ideas and networking.
And after this first year, what are your thoughts on the growth that you have seen with the small businesses that have benefited?
You know, there's so much energy in this room, so much energy from the businesses and themselves that I really, really believe that this is just a kickstart to something that's going to happen. Lyft is doing a phenomenal job. Beautiful houses are not enough. We got to have sustainable employment and money for there to be a working neighborhood. And that's where we're aiming, and that's what I think is going to be an encouragement so other businesses move in the area and create the opportunities that we all want to see.
We are so incredibly grateful. The first year grant allowed us to really get an understanding of the needs of the businesses, start to engage and gather companies. And it's so important to do that so that we don't just kind of rain down programs that we think are going to help people and then they don't. But from everything that we learned, we were only even more eager to start really going deep with our companies. And so featuring today the inaugural class of our business cohort for the accelerator, which had a focus on food. And I think that led to this beautiful bond that you saw that they've developed with each other. We're excited about what that could do to the area, not only for the success of their businesses, but honestly the success of the neighborhood as they grow and thrive.
Small businesses are the backbone of the economy in Orlando. Most of the jobs that are created through businesses with 20 employees or less. So today we're talking about how to help the small businesses in the West Lakes neighborhood.
And how do you feel knowing that there is a second round of the grant that's coming for Lyft Orlando?
We're certainly appreciative of JPMorgan and what they have done in the first year and now the second year in helping lift up these businesses.
I can't thank Lift Orlando and JPMorgan Chase enough, and especially under the great leadership of Mayor Dyer, about making sure that the West Lakes community housing initiative is moving forward. But the way you create generational wealth and making sure that a community is prosperous is economic development. And it all starts with our small
I've never seen this type of excitement in an African American community before. So there's a level of excitement for me personally because Lyft has embraced each individual business owner, and they said, how can we help you? When they first came in our office doors, and I said, is he for real? No, this can't be. No one's ever asked us what do we need help with. And for them to give us a mentor to hold our hands and walk along the way to get us to think about how much bigger and broader we could be, that's priceless. And I thank Lyft Orlando for that. I just never thought I would even be at this particular level. We're doing recipe development. We have the Fresh Stop bus. We're doing consulting work for other small communities that are facing the crisis of food deserts and how to improve the blight of those communities. We have this Nutrition Resource Center, who the first and the only in the state of Florida, owned and run by African American dietitians. I just never saw that 30 years ago, and I do see it now. And to see the growth and the development as an African American dietitian, it's time for me to reach back and tell another young millennial dietitian, you can do it
so
too.
The development in downtown Orlando continues, as we found out after today's business roundtable here at Ebony Nutrition Consultants. The goal is to continue to develop the West Lakes community, not only residentially, but economically with small businesses, and especially with programs like the one provided by the partnership with JPMorgan Chase, Lift Orlando, and the City of Orlando. That continued economic development will continue to expand and grow this area, as well as being modeled in other neighborhoods. But stay tuned right here at FloridaNationalNews.com for our continuing business coverage. This is Mellissa Thomas coming to you from downtown Orlando.